Good morning. I'm going to show you my happy place. Are you excited? Right, I'll take you in and then I'll twizzle round and I'll show you what's what. So, doink. Okay. Right. Oh, sorry. Right. Yes, my happy place, my craft room. This is where I set myself up for filming, which is why I'm sort of struggling with you know, yeah, I don't know if it's the right place, but anyway. So it's an IKEA desk. It comes with a big back thing, which I'll show you in a minute. I've utilised elsewhere. It was all too crammed in. I just didn't like it. Underneath the table, I keep all the books that I like to alter, and lots of electrical strings, of course. IKEA chair, basic stuff. That's the boxes that I showed you from Hobbycraft. I've labelled some. I've got the top ones to fill yet, but I've got trays full of stuff that I need to reorganise basically. So yeah, my inspiration wall with all my bits and bobs from people. That's one of my lino prints on the Susie Q Makes thing, and you just embellish it however you want with felt and stuff like that. So that's one that I did yonks ago now. So yeah, my little inspiration wall. Lots of it from Pinterest actually. My crazy youngest daughter there, that was her ball gown on her 18th, no, her leavers ball at school. Yeah, that's the heart that's on my Susie Q Makes. It's Tilda fabric. It's the logo on my Susie Q Makes thing. My dear old mum, God bless her soul. Miss her every day, but never mind. My tablet, when I get bored, I just sit and watch something while I'm crafting. One of those acrylic units there. It holds things like book corners and stuff like that, and scissors, and as you can see. Lazy Susan with all the glues and things on that I use. I've got a tile there, where are we there? A ceramic tile, which I use for messing around with inks and stuff. In the drawer here, I keep my washi tape, and I've recently acquired a wax melt thing, for stamping images in. I will be doing a thing with that, so yeah, don't worry. Onto the side here, I keep my most used punches. You can see the books underneath the table there. My envelope maker board and things like that. Yeah, just stuff. You know what it's like. It's just stuff everywhere, isn't it? So this side is more or less dedicated to junk journaling. Sorry about the weird shadows. I've had to put the central light on because the sun keeps in and out and in and out. Let me take you through the top. This is all my little bits and bobs. This is a doll that I made, Jan Horrocks. She shows you how to make these dolls. She's a bit of a fairy lover. My little patchwork pooch, which I did out of inches. This is a thing I made with just organza and stuff, and you sort of, I don't know, it's meant to be like a tea light holder. You couldn't put a tea light in it because it would catch fire, but anyway, you know what I mean. It's that kind of thing. That's the felt box that we made when I did the little bag series. That's the Jenny Belly folder. I still haven't finished that yet, but I will do. This okay, you stay down there. This is a book that I'm slowly altering. I follow Anne-Marie Jenkins, and I occasionally dive into some of the work she does. Let me show you. Yeah, so this is one that I'm slowly altering. It was obviously a book on the Dragon Princess in China. Goodbye. Yeah, so I'm slowly altering this one. It's a weird doll thing inside plastic. I know. If you know the lady, you know that it gets very weird and wonderful when you do stuff with her. Yeah, so that's that one. Yeah, I play in that every now and again. I did the FabTag 30-day challenge, so that's all held in that folder. 2 CDs that I listen to quite regularly. Yeah, so that's just tags and stuff. I don't know if you ever saw, I don't know if you followed the, I'm sorry, that was a bit fast. Yeah, we did FabTag 30 days. And that's where I keep those. Sorry, I'll do that slower. It's another book that I've done with Anne-Marie Jenkins, which, yeah, very mixed media, very weird and wonderful stuff in there. I'll do a flick through if you're interested. I don't want to go too mad with this video. Right, stay. Nope, you're not going to, right? And that's the junk journal that I made completely from junk. I think I'm going to make that my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I think that'll be a good thing. Stay. Yeah, just a spray bottle full of tea stain, you know, just tea stain stuff with my old dog Sid. I miss you. You're my best friend for years. He was 20 when he had to go. That's a little tub that I keep my Ambrook challenge in. So it's not very glamorous, but it does the job. I know where to go to get it, so that's fine. Sizzix embossing folders. Well, not all Sizzix. They're all, you know, just embossing folders. Sizzix dies. More Sizzix dies. I've started keeping some of my sizzlet or, you know, thin ones in a 6x6 scrapbook album, and that seems to be working so far, so I'll carry on with that for a bit. This tray here has got my Journal to Inspire book in it. I keep it in that tray and I know exactly where it is then. This is just full, this one is just full of bits of lace and stuff like that, nothing exciting. Yeah, this side is mostly dedicated to junk journaling, actually. I've got envelopes and things here. I've got book pockets that I need to change there. Tim Holtz words and that, you know, little trimmer. Yeah, you know what it's like if you're a junk journaler. You have stuff everywhere. That's all stuff that's completed. Where's my finger? I can't find, there it is. That's all completed. That's my sari silk. They're just random bits of card. Glues, books, yeah, stickles. My big trimmer just sort of leans against the wall there. I've got file folders down there with like tea stain paper, random book pages. That's my calendar that I'm collaging on quite regularly. This is a basket full of just, you know, paper and stuff that is just random. There's a basket underneath which I keep all of my collage pieces in, and that's just scrap card. Okay, I'll go as slowly as possible. I do apologise if it wiggles. Yeah, just a little shelving thing with my needle book in, random felt stuff. What are they called? I'm having a moment. I can't think what they're called. Those things. Yeah, anyway, I'll come back to that. I can't remember. I've got a 1x4 IKEA unit stood in the corner here. On top, I keep my embroidery flosses, my lace, and my bigger embroidery flosses in there. They're more cones. Sizzix machine, obviously. My buttons, I keep in. It's just something that you put in your garage or, you know, your shed. But it works well, and I've categorised them. I know it's sad, but I did. These units here I picked up in a charity shop, and I paid £3 for the two, and these are so expensive, these units. I was horrified because I thought, oh, I'll get some more. No, I won't. They were about £100 a pop. But in this top one I keep the rest of my Sizzix dies, like so. Alright, they're on magnetic sheets or just cardboard, some of them. But yeah, it just keeps them all organised. So yeah, that's the same. And then in this one, I've just got paper and stuff like that. And then down the bottom there, I stand my 12x12 papers, which is going down rapidly, actually. I'm really pleased because I had a massive stack from when I had my shop. So let me just come back over here. So this is obviously my sewing table. That board at the back there is what comes out of the unit when of the IKEA unit that I showed you. Did I show you that? Right, this top bit, this bit here is what normally comes with the IKEA desk. Okay, and then in that gap there you have the magnetic board, which is at the back here. They've stopped doing these magnetic shelves. I got the last two in the one in Exeter, so I was really quite surprised at that because they're really good. I'll keep my Sue Spargo book there just because it's pretty, and my most used threads, my cutting rulers, rotary cutters, scissors, all the usual, you know, notions that we have. They're great, those stands, for your big cones of thread. I've got an altered paintbrush there, so why not? A strip piece heart. I rescued that from a charity shop. It was just screwed up and it was a mess, and it's beautiful, beautiful work. Let me get you in a bit closer. I mean, look at the work that's gone into that, and it was just... So I rescued it and put it in a frame. This is the slow stitch project that Anne Brooke did. Oh gosh, was it the beginning of last year, where everybody did them on cotton reels, basically massive cotton reels. I just put mine on a piece of hessian and did that with it because I didn't want it on a cotton reel. And then I put the word beads there, slow stitch. So yeah, I keep a daylight lamp there because although the machine's got a lamp, it's not terribly bright. Yeah, this is the Janome, just quite a basic one actually. It's a DXL 603. I did buy it as new. I regret I should have gone a little bit higher money wise and got the one with the automatic thread cutter, because I do like to do a lot of free motion work, and I do find it a little bit frustrating that I have to pull the work out to cut the threads and that kind of thing, but you know, it's not a biggie. Yeah, so underneath here I keep a basket with projects that need doing, random threads, and a bin. Not very exciting. So that's that one, but yeah, it's great. I love the extension table on it, and it's working well. I've done a lot of stitching on there last couple of days. Right, so the bookcases are all Billy bookcases from IKEA. The boxes, the white boxes, are from IKEA as well. So down the bottom here I've got stuff that it's like paper books and stuff that I like to alter. This is envelopes and cards for card making. That's my embroidery machine. Step stool, because you know I'm 5 foot nothing and I can't reach the top of the cupboards without it. Yeah, the big boxes again, IKEA. You can read what's on there: acrylic paint, distress inks. I've got my golden paints there, which is very naughty. I haven't used them yet, so that is going to be another video that I'm going to try and get done today. Use those. Yeah, stencils, art foamies, wood stamps, blocks. It's just nice having it in a box because you can just pull out that box and you know everything's in there. Yeah, you can read the labels. I'm not going to read it all out. My brayer box, and that kind of thing. Again, I can just pull out the whole box and I know everything's in there. This is fabric and stuff that I use for gel printing onto. This is empty at the moment. I've got a stamp box down there which I need to go through and reorganise and do something amazing with it. These are those solid plastic cases that you can buy in a lot of stationery places, and I just keep the dies that I stamps that I don't use that very often. So sorry, I'll just put that back up there. These are the trays that I need to go through to fill up those other boxes, so that's another job to do. And then yeah, just you know, just stuff that I don't use very often, so I've popped it up the top there. Right on the very top I've got the big IKEA boxes, and obviously felt, voiles and netting, and then that last one's got batting in it. So I'm just going to walk you back, hold tight, I'm trying to do it as slowly as possible. So the rearranging was, I had this big table out full length, and it's a massive banquet table. It was just too much in this little room. So it's resting on 2 bookcases. I folded it in half so you can see it's, you know, and that's great, because the frustration was I had it against the wall here where my sewing table is now, and I couldn't, you know, when you've got a roll of fabric you want to be able to chuck it over the side. I couldn't do that because obviously it was against the wall. So this at the moment is working brilliantly. That's IKEA baskets in there, which has all my stuff for my Etsy shop. That's my massive box of scraps that I've got to go through. That's the stamps that I need to think of something to do. Yeah, I'm not happy with how I've got it at the minute, but anyway, it doesn't matter. In between those 2 big bookcases I've got a CD case which holds spray paints and glue gun, you can see, quillings, foam stuff, heat gun, just stuff that I'm not really sure what to do with really, but it's all stuff that I use, so I don't want to get rid of it. So yeah, on the one by this is my gorgeous fabric now that I have sorted out. Let me start at the top, sorry. So we've got the voiles and batting at the top there, a big reel of piping cord, which I sell on eBay. A big gesso. The flower box has jewellery projects in it. I will show you that another time. I'm not going to do that now because it'll go on otherwise. Sticky tapes, punches, fabric, which is all now beautifully stood up. This side of the room doesn't get the sun first thing, so I'm hoping it's not going to fade all the fabrics. It should be fine. So I've got that down from a massive bookcase full to that now, so that's great. My poor daughter, she just went home with so much stuff. In that one I keep jewellery making components, beads, brads, eyelets. You can see I've labelled most of it. Yeah, just beads and stuff, charms in there, loads and loads of charms. So in these little bookcases I keep stuff that I don't need to access very easily, patterns mostly for stuff that I make, and that's a stretcher for silk painting and stuff. So yeah. Alright, so let me go back again without breaking my neck. Yeah, I mean, you know, wallpaper, paper tubes, that's all my fusible webbings and stuff like that. Obviously greaseproof paper, yeah, wooden rods and things, random stuff that I keep there. This is my massive, I didn't realise it was going to be that big, but the Crafter's Companion scoreboard, because I never had one. So, and that's my felt mat, which is, I can't recommend those highly enough. They are brilliant. My Ambrook book, which I've still not finished. That's another job I've got to do. Paintbrushes, random stuff. The bottom of this one, they're all patterns and inspirations and stuff. This is all bag making hardware, magnets, iron-on fabric pieces, because I keep all the pieces because, you know, why waste that really expensive stuff, and just random little decorative things. I've got a butterfly sat on top there, but there's all sorts in there. I've sorted through these little boxes. I had 8 of these at one point. I'm now down to 5. Yeah, 5. So fat quarters and pillowcases. I like to repurpose pillowcases, especially 100% cotton ones. Plain fabrics, including Aida and some cross-stitch stuff, which I use for other purposes. White and cream. More patterned fabrics, and they're bits that are not quite big enough to put on a bolt, you know, that kind of sort of medium size. Again, bedding and pillowcases. If it's 100% cotton, I keep it, so that's fine. That's actually an empty box, the grey one. I do a lot for my daughters, for their dogs and stuff, so that's all doggy patterned fabric. My mixed media box up the end there. That middle box has got silks in it. That's the mixed media. This is silks. Stuff I'm not quite sure what to do with yet. I need to find space on the fabric shelf. Stuff that I found when I was sorting out my room, actually. I'd forgotten I'd done this piece of black work years ago with my dragons. I forgot all about that, but I really enjoyed doing that. I love black work. I prefer that to cross stitch, actually. Well, a lot more than cross stitch. And yeah, just random stuff I'm not quite sure what to do with. I'll be fair. So the next shelf up is my cricket. It's a very basic one. It's nothing major, but it does what I need it to do. I've got some cartridges in the background there, and the grey box holds the leads and everything. Cords and magnets. That's a box of leather. I get asked to make peg bags every now and again, and these coat hangers here are perfect for that. I have to cut them down, but that's fine. So I'll just keep a couple in every now and again. Interfacing, as you can see, elastic and webbing. Those are IKEA shoe boxes at the top there, but they hold my fleeces every time. Sometimes I work with fleece. And then my ring binder machine, which I've not used yet. Oh, and if you want to get in the loft, you can get in the loft up there. These boxes here, this is canvases, canvas fabrics and stuff like that. That's Hessian, and that is lace and old doilies and, you know, old stuff, lace things, you know what I mean. That box there holds all the texture tools that I use for gel printing and, yeah, the messy stuff. On the back of the door I keep hoops and stuff there. All my gel plates are hanging up now, which is great. Keeps them pristine, stops them getting dented. This is a beautiful bit of weaving that my friend Jane did, and she made me a lovely bag, but sadly I never use it. But look at those colours. Love that. I think that's everything. I'm just looking around. I'll do you another quick scan. Yeah, I think that's it. Did I show you up there? Yeah, embroidery threads, lace. I haven't got a massive stack of lace. I don't use it enough to warrant keeping a massive stack. But yeah, it's I think I'm a lot happier with it. It's working. I've got more space at this end now to move around. That cutting table is working really well. Yes, I'd love a massive room, but actually I would hoard even more. So this is good for me to be contained, if you like. Yeah, it's got carpet unfortunately, but you know, I rent and that's all I can do. Oh, and I've got my big pieces of fabric in the very end corner there, big rolls. That is a water resistant fabric that I make various things out of. Yeah, I think that's everything. All right, so there you go. This is my world. I stay in this room far too long than I should do, because I even work. Because when I'm working, like tomorrow, I'll clear that off, and that's where I sit and work. So the Wi-Fi reaches, which is great. So yeah, if I didn't junk journal, you see, that side of the room would be empty. I'd have nothing, absolutely nothing there. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if there's any questions. I'll say it's, you know, it's just a craft room, but it's my very happy place. Yeah, all my threads, my zips and stuff are under there. So yeah, all right, I'll leave it there, and I will catch you on the next one, my lovelies. Bye.